Hey guys and gals, how y'all doing out there today? The holidays are finally over. I'm no longer working 66-hour weeks. I'm finally out of the hospital too, so hey, that's a good, plus for me. It's been over 2 months since I've been able to do a video. I wanted to get one out as soon as I could, hence my raspy voice still. Part of the reasons I was still in the hospital. But I wanted to talk today about an absolute EDC standard for a lot of people that some people don't quite trust because of two videos online. One, I believe it was by a guy named Crockett, and the other one was by the late Boy Scout. I'm not trying to say that, they're wrong or anything like that, or, nothing along those lines. But they had lock failures with this particular knife, and I've seen a bunch of them. I've never seen any of it happen on any of those knives. I'm talking about the Kershaw Blur. This, like I said, is kind of an EDC standard for a lot of people, and I gotta say, is definitely one for me now. I put off for a very long time buying one of these. I had no interest. I would get one in hand, and it didn't do anything for me. Maybe it was the colors that I was able to hold and see. I just didn't like them. But I was able to get this one at a Walmart. Almost made it fail somehow. Got this one at a Walmart for a very good price. I said, you know what, I'm just going to pull the trigger on it. And I did, and I absolutely love it. I believe it was my ZT0909 video. I said that was the sharpest knife I had ever had from factory. It did not last long. It went directly to this knife. I've had this knife a few months now. This knife has definitely taken that title. I don't know how they sharpened this thing. It has, I guess it just kind of has a really toothy edge, but it's a very fine edge, and I cannot believe how well this thing cuts. I haven't sharpened it. I've had this thing at least 3 months now, so yeah, no, this thing is awesome. It literally cut me within the first 5 minutes of owning the thing. I was getting it out of the packaging while I was sitting in my truck and cut myself wide open. You can actually probably see it on my palm, right in here. It was pretty bad. I was actually bleeding really good, so I was surprised. Don't know why I'm surprised by Sharp Kershaw. I should have learned by now. Alright, but let's take a look at this thing. Standard little, drilled through lanyard hole. Nothing special there. A pocket clip that it is reversible, tip up or tip down. Only right hand carry though. So it is definitely going to favor us right-handed people. Sorry, lefties. But I've seen a lot of lefties carry these. I mean, you can work around it. It's a decent pocket clip. It is definitely not low or deep carry, but that's not too big of a problem. The handles are anodized aluminum. This one happens to be anodized in that beautiful OD green that they put out. I gotta say, I'm very happy with this color. A lot of the other ones that I was able to see, excuse me, were either blue or red or bright colors, or also like tiger striped, and I'm just not into that. This definitely, I saw this one, I had to have it. One nice thing about this knife is the Track Tech inserts. If you look at the black inlays here, it's a rubberish type material that gives so much grip that it's not even funny. This thing really doesn't really have a thumb ramp. It's very slight. You can see it right here, and there's a tiny, tiny little run of jimping there. It doesn't do all that much, but with the traction from the Track Tech inserts, I am not worried about sliding forward. If I did have to do a stabbing motion, I'm not moving forward, and I'm a believer now in these Track Tech inserts. Only problem is, I found with this knife, the side that you have when you have the pocket clip, it was shredding my pants. It was pretty bad. So what I did is I just took a lighter and just heated up the rubber just a little bit and kind of smoothed it down. It definitely works a lot better now. I do lose some of the grippiness, but not all of it. So I personally think this is a big improvement for me, at least. Other people might not agree, but hey, it's your opinion, not mine. Like I said, small run of jimping. It's not too sharp or anything. It's really, it doesn't do a lot, but it does enough. Now this is a Ken Onion design. I've always found, recurves have always kind of just been in his designs. You'll notice this one does have one. It's not too bad. I've been able to sharpen other Kershaw Blurs for other people since I bought this one. It's not too hard to sharpen. So, it's not a, horribly deep recurve, so it shouldn't be a problem for most people if you just have a simple sharpener like the Lansky system or, others. As long as the stone is kind of narrow. I know on the Edge Pro Apex they can be kind of wide. I know they sell narrow stones for it, though, so I think that's probably what you'd need, or you'd need a rounded stone. This is actually a DLC coating, Diamond Lake Carbon. Very, very durable material. I've had this on other knife blades before, and I've never had it peel or chip yet. I'm not super hard on my knives, but I definitely use them. Time will tell. Very good knife, as I'm sure you saw, spring assisted, with the Kershaw Speed Safe. Just put a little pressure on here. Flies right open. This is definitely the fastest speed safe knife that I own. I am very impressed with this knife. Like I said, the Kershaw Blur didn't really do much for me for a long time. And like I said, I just kind of decided to take a chance, and I'm so glad that I did. It's a good looking knife. Like I said, I really love that OD green color. It really is just nice. And then I've noticed this is now actually my favorite style of knife with anodized. Oh, it doesn't even need to be anodized, but the aluminum handles with like this, I don't know why, I find these very aesthetically pleasing. I'm going to bring out a couple other options to show you, but let's do a quick size comparison, then we'll get to that. As always, I always grab a couple very standard type knives. I always start with my Benchmade Griptilian. Now it is very similar in size blade-wise. It's going to be a little bit shorter and a little bit shorter in handle, but not by much. And honestly, they feel kind of similar, except for the fact that the Blur is not super thin or anything, but the Griptilian is definitely a lot thicker. Both very comfortable knives. Like I said, depending on what you're wanting to do, this may be a better choice for you. Another very standard knife that a lot of people have, Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Again, similar in blade shape or blade length. This is going to be just a hair longer, a lot longer in handle though, and also again a lot thicker in handle. You Paramilitary 2 guys know this is not really a very narrow knife. Like I said, the Blur, I gotta say, is. It is not as thin as the Knockout, though, which a lot of people were a little disappointed by, but, well, whatever. They've been making this for years. And then I'm going to bring out a new one that I just got, actually off of a Nut and Fancy review. I first saw it. I'd seen it when it was still branded by Snap-on. This is the Kershaw Dash. Now, this is basically, if a Kershaw Blur and a Kershaw Knockout had a baby, this is what it would be. These compare very favorably, though. It is going to have a longer blade and longer overall length as well. Even the handle shape is going to be different. But, again, it's going to be the aluminum handle with the Track Tech inserts. Again, the Track Tech just gives such a secure feel. It's really kind of hard to describe if you don't have it in hand. But like I said, in length, there you go, you can see that there. Yeah, I think this says, I think it's shy by like almost a 1/4 inch in length. Then I'm just going to do one more, just because I do have another anodized aluminum Kershaw, which is actually my favorite knife in my collection. This is my Kershaw Launch 5. It's an auto knife. Like I said, it's going to, again, be similar blade length, similar construction, and I love Kershaw for doing these knives. These really are just, it's a good way to go that's still pretty, you know, it can still be affordable. But yeah, no, it's just very nice. I think they look nice too. Like I said, guys, I was shocked by this knife. I had no intentions of ever buying one, and I just took a chance, and I'm really glad I did. If you guys have any questions about the knife, please, comment. Let me know what your questions are, or if you have any suggestions of knives you think I might like to get a hold of for a review. I really do appreciate your guys' comments, and I try and keep up with it. One, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers, because I actually got a bunch while I was sick. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and welcome to my channel. Also to my my subscribers that I've had for a while, thank you guys for sticking around. As far as I could tell, I didn't lose any of you guys in the 2 months that I was out. And I really do appreciate it. I actually got a couple messages from people saying, hey, where have you been? I cannot tell you how much that I really do appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. I will be putting out new content soon, I hope. But like I said, I wanted to get something out today. Alright, guys. Just please, if you could, like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Alright. Take care, guys.